E aí, galera?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Aqui é o
simply
TheXangoo
missed a memo.
e eu tô de novo jogando Stanley Parable. Eu fiz uma pequena pausa pro final do ano, pequena monstruosa pausa, mas agora eu tô de volta.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Então,
open
como a
doors,
gente já
he
fez
entered the door on his
como eu já
left.
fiz o primeiro fim, que é o fim tudo certo,
This was
então eu
not the
vou
correct way to
fazer,
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
eu vou fazer
lounge
tudo
first,
que ele disse
just
pra eu
to
não
admire
fazer.
it.
Isso aí. Se você ficar interagindo com os objetos, ele fala alguma coisa tipo,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
deixa eu ver se eu ficar clicando.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
A
open
porta
door
aberta à
on
minha
his left.
esquerda? Beleza.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Esse aqui é o modo foda-se você. Eu faço o que eu quiser.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
Eu vou
off on
pular
the
ali.
wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that
Tá
I'm
bom, eu
on
te dou
your
uma
side.
chance.
Give me a
O
chance.
que você quer que eu faça pra...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley
Foda-se.
walked through the red door.
Não gostei dessa chance.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Beleza,
Stanley
pela
walked
porta
through the
vermelha.
red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red
a vermelha.
door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
Sim, eu
chosen?
quero
Well,
descobrir
don't
tudo.
let me stop you.
Tudo!
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer
Sí.
textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
Então,
here.
só porque eu disse não pra tudo que você quis agora, você está pedindo pra eu te dar um feedback? Eu vou te dar um feedback. Eu vou te dar um feedback.
A one? I mean,
So
I can
cuzão.
understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself
Sim.
mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
É,
I
fica
guess it isn't
quieto
my
aí,
place to
seu
judge.
vagabundo.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ó, que massa. Isso aqui é muito engraçado. Ele mostra um monte de pessoas. Aí você, no último lugar. O que você quer que eu faça agora, seu cuzão? Porta da direita é sempre boa.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Obviamente não, porque você é um mentiroso.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Beleza, mete esse jogo aí.
Let me boot it up.
Mete esse jogo aí que eu quero jogar essa parada aí. Duvido que seja tão bom que nem isso aqui.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Ai, meus ouvidos! Sabe de uma coisa? Foda-se esse bebê. Eu não devo nada a você, seu narrador inútil. Morra, bebê, morra. Eu não tenho coração mesmo. Eu odeio bebês com cara de joelho.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
O que eu vou jogar agora? O que ele quer que eu jogue? Maldito. Esse final é bem maior do que os outros. É porque eu tô rejeitando ele. Ele quer me segurar nessa bosta. Oh!
Well, Stanley,
Minecraft!
at last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here.
Cara, você é muito lixo. Nossa, a pior casa que eu já vi na minha vida.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed
Verdade,
at
isso é
your
bosta,
own
cara.
inadequacy.
Olha essa casa.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Não vou entrar nessa casa lixo aí. Eu não entro em casas lixo. Vou ficar aqui. Duvido que você me obrigue a entrar ali. Né? Eu vou ficar aqui o quanto eu precisar. Até você fechar essa porta. Eu acho que eu sou obrigado a entrar naquela porta. Ei, isso que não é... Ah, não, as nuvens se mexem. Eu ia reclamar que não é Minecraft porque as nuvens estavam paradas. Isso que é Minecraft dentro de outro jogo, mas ele roda muito melhor do que o Minecraft normal. Tá massa. Você não vai fechar essa porta? Eu vou entrar aí, então. Cusão.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Stanley. We have to get mining.
Nossa, olha que lugar bonito pra minerar. Não, eu não quero vir aqui, bosta. Agora eu já caí.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Claro que sim. Ó, tinha carvão ali. Gravel. Cogumelos. Vamos cavar! Cavar, cavar, cavar.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds.
Como assim? Como assim? Ah,
Okay,
você... Só você mesmo. Ah, eu quero um jogo mais linear. Esse jogo tem muita liberdade. Que liberdade nenhuma? Você me prendeu num lugar onde eu não posso pular nos blocos. Sou um cara ruim. Ruim. Escutou? Será que algum dia vai acabar esse final? Ó, tem uma musiquinha massa. Portal? Ah!
Yes!
Portal!
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what.
Isso é Portal, seu maldito. Não conhece Portal? Obviamente que o desenvolvedor conhece, né? A xícara quebrou. Ah, queria levar o radinho comigo.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Mas credo, eu já bati o Portal 1 e o 2, não pense que você vai me enganar com essas bostas aí, desses puzzle lixento. Ah!
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Chupa. Se eu quiser, eu vou. Agora tá tudo escuro. Ah! 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 Oh, esse aqui é o... Essas não são as texturas do mod? Eles colocaram umas paradas muito massas no jogo aqui. É, esse aqui é o... É como ele era no mod. Quer ver, ó? Ó uma luz lá. Olha ali, ó, a minha sala. 427. Monitor das informações. Cadeirinha. Ué?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's got
Eu
it.
lidero a minha história, então...
Wherever he is right now.
Eu tô feliz, cara. Eu vi coisas que poucas pessoas viram.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Eu sigo ela do jeito que eu quero.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Ok.
Very soon. I can wait.
Espere então. Eu também posso esperar. Eu tenho o dia todo. O fim nunca é o fim. Como diria até a tela de carregando, o fim nunca é o fim. Para aquela história era fim. Então é isso. Já que acabou essa história, eu vou ter que acabar o vídeo aqui, porque vai ser um final por vez. Esse final foi grande. Nossa, foi muito grande. Sei. Se você gostou, dê o seu joinha, se inscreva no canal e até mais.